So yeah, you can play the game on any one of three paths. You can pick which ancient to align Pius with, and that'll be the ancient that you fight against over the course of the game.
Can I ask a question about the book?
Yeah.
Is her grandfather studying the book? Like, did he find it somewhere and is studying it, or did he buy it somewhere and write all his stuff in it? Or did he make it? Like, did he... Like, did he find human flesh somewhere? Did he skin a body? Did he ask Ed Gein for it?
I will say,
order it in like 2 yards and have it cut for him.
He age-wise, he was a contemporary of Ed Gein. That's a good point. No, the book has existed. We have no idea when the heck.
So he discovered it.
Yeah, he discovered it, and somehow like the memories of Thailand or Cambodia. I wonder if we'll be visiting that there at some point in this video. I wonder if we'll be visiting a Cyclopean city at some point in this LP.
Cyclopean city? Like, people with one eyes? No.
People with many eyes. People with all... There are things with all different numbers of eyes in this game. A stack of human
Sauron
bodies.
Retired too.
Yeah.
Is that just a mountain of bodies?
Yep. The Pillar of Flesh.
I
wonder if we'll be seeing...
Actually.
Yeah.
How did they get it so skinny?
Well,
like
it's encased in cement.
Oh, that's
it's like they made
impressive.
Yeah. Which is weird. Oh, and hey, this thing is glowing. I wonder if we can take it. It's like Gladius. Now we have Pius's weapon. Huzzah!
Can he only be defeated with his own sword?
No.
Oh.
But we will be using a Gladius to defeat him, but that's a whole...
So is that his sword, though? Or is that just a random...
I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. I think it's a little ambiguous. I'm fine with that. A Shrine of Candles? I wonder if we'll be using that at any point. Some flavor text is just flavor text, but a lot of it's foreshadowing. And we have to collect chapter pages across the mansion. This one's just right here in plain sight.
So this is nothing like Slender Man. A guy with no face will not be chasing his pages. No. I can't handle that game, by the way. So I'm glad these pages are a little less dramatic.
Yes. I mean, you know, some of them will take some doing to get, but this one's easy.
Do you read it?
Yep.
Okay.
I cannot say what was the true beginning.
And this is just the way each chapter, unfolds.
So perhaps here is the best place to start. I am reminded of ideas I first encountered in Sir James George Frazier's book, The Golden Bough, a study in magic and religion.
It's pretty nifty. The corpse god is
by a very human need to weave a
Mantarok, who is the fourth ancient.
Since time immemorial,
the purple one.
Ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods
and you'll meet it soon.
I have discovered that sometimes the fates of gods and mortals intertwine, and legends are born.
1150 AD?
Yeah. Which it says the Angkor Thom region of what is now Cambodia, of, what was then the Khmer Empire, but at that point Angkor Thom didn't exist.
Right.
If this was in the area of Angkor, which eventually became Angkor Thom.
There's a book made out of human flesh, Alex. give them a little,
I'm just saying, I'm not... Hey, I'm...
Does she have purple hair?
No, that's just a... Or I don't think so. I think it's just a lighting thing.
It is a pity that no one does ever recognize it as yours.
I like how you lost his
May the
lips.
darkness claim thee.
Just skeletal.
Damn beast!
Does he not need
No
to eat?
longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients. You have kept imprisoned.
This is very reminiscent of Ronan and Thanos talking.
That's... You'll get some vibes like that, especially once you see later on in the game. You'll see scenes of Pius talking to...
Can I just pretend all the color Infinity Stones?
Sure, let's do that. while we're making this game about everything else. It'll be the confluence of all other things.
I just have Marvel in my brain
Even
right
these
now.
mythical fables can keep me amused. There has to be something to do around here.
Corpse god getting bound by a creepy lich demon. Boring. Seriously, Ellia, I don't know what even are you?
So who's she?
We don't really, like, get established as to who she... I mean, she is... There is a canon explanation, it's just never fully explained, but she's like a servant girl to the Khmer Emperor of this time.
And she just handles everything like a boss, as you do, servant girl. Probably gets no credit.
Yeah. But she's just sort of exploring in this old abandoned temple in Angkor Thom.
Fake
like you do. In what will eventually turn into Angkor Thom. Strange necklace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's your health meter? Or do you only see that when you're fighting?
Yeah, you only see that, well, you can see it's there in the corner, but you see it, like, when you get hurt.
Okay.
Like, it'll
like
show...
Like it informs you when you're about to die.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Another way in which it's not like Resident Evil, there is a very clearly defined...
death point.
HP bar. And the health bars differ in size from character to character. Ellia has one of the smallest ones. Because she's, you know, just some young girl. Whereas Pius had a larger one because he was all, you know, a trained warrior and stuff.
Creepy red lighting.
Yep. There's creepy lighting in every color of the... Well, not every color of the rainbow. Every color of the RGB. Oh, booby traps. Yeah, these are kind of obnoxious. Mostly to people like me who have played the game like 1,000 times, it's mostly just a case of it's very easy to get impatient and be reckless, and then that's why they always trip you up. Zombies, no big deal.
Oh, this looks like a different zombie.
Yes. But first, yes. Here we will see there is a sanity meter, which is, you know, the thing that this game popularized a lot, and it depletes mostly the main source of it getting depleted is whenever it says every time that a character meets a monster. What it means is every time that a monster sees you. Interestingly enough, not when you see the monster, but like if the monster doesn't see you, which will become relevant later. Yeah, and that's why, like, you don't need to perform finishing moves to make them stay dead, you just need to do it to recover some of the sanity that you lost.
Okay.
What was I just saying?
The monster sees you.
Oh, yes. That's when you lose, when you get the deduction from your sanity meter.
How fast does it deduct? Or just once every time it looks at you?
Oh, no, just the first time it looks at you. Okay. And then every time after that, yeah.
So you can only lose a little bit of sanity per monster?
Yes.
Okay.
But, okay, so, and this night, that's a very simple puzzle right there. Make the lights, make the candles look like the passage of the sun. There are different kinds of monsters for each ancient. Like, for example, like, Mantarok only has, although he, you know, the whole reason that Pius was just finding him in that cutscene earlier was because Mantarok has is because Mantarok has power over the other ancients. But because it's bound now, Mantarok can only has these monsters now. The Mantarok zombies, which there's nothing special about them. They're just, the most basic enemy type. And those are the only monsters that come in the Mantarok variety, Mantarok flavor. But all other monsters come in 3 flavors. The zombie that we were fighting earlier, again, it's all color-coded. That one was blue, so that zombie belongs to Xel'lotath.
So now we only fight the green guy's monsters?
Not only, but more...
than everyone else's?
Yeah, whichever ancient Pius aligns with, you fight more of those than of the other kinds.
Okay.
And the reason I chose Xel'lotath, the green one, is because, so each of the 3, also in keeping with, you'll notice that your meters, like your health meter and your sanity meter, and you won't see this video, but later your magic meter, are color-coded as well. Green, green, which is associated with Xel'lotath, is also associated with sanity. So, Xel'lotath enemies will deplete your sanity faster. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are these are Chattur'gha zombies aligned with, and Chattur'gha, as Xel'lotath is aligned with sanity. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love it. Oh, he grew his head back.
Yes, Chattur'gha as Xel'lotath is aligned with sanity, Chattur'gha is aligned with health.
Oh, okay.
So Chattur'gha zombies take a lot more hits, and they regrow limbs.
Can they come back to life?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just if you take long enough to kill them, after getting rid of their limbs, they'll regrow it.
Okay.
And they do more damage with their attacks as well to your health. And Xel'lotath enemies do more damage to your sanity meter, and Xel'lotath enemies do deplete your mana pool.
Okay.
Yes. And the thing is, as your sanity depletes in this game, things start to happen, which is, one of the most fun parts about this game, which is why I chose Xel'lotath, because I want to lose sanity quicker so that you can, like, for instance, blood dripping down the wall.
Ah, so is she hallucinating that, or is that actually happening?
No, she's hallucinating. It's not... we're hallucinating it.
Okay, or we lost the sanity.
It's a whole sort of messing with the fourth wall kind of thing.
Okay.
And some of them really sort of mess around with your expectations. Oh no, we broke the sword!
A secret passage in the temple.
You take out the zombies with darts?
Yep.
Okay.
These darts are poisoned. I don't know why they work on zombies, but they do.
I'm really interested in studying the anatomy of these zombies. Like, it's
you will be happy to
really
know.
Important.
And so the
Please
best
tell
thing
me
is...
there's internet research.
No, but there is one of the characters in a later chapter can do autopsies on enemies, and there's not a lot of information. Like, in-game, the point of it is to like give you hints about how to deal with each kind of enemy.
Okay.
Like you give you the player, so it's not in depth, but it's still they're very interesting. Let's see. So yes, this nice strange man will
fix her sword for us
and notice purple.
See, kids, talk to strangers. They give you weapons.
Yeah, no big deal.
So purple, he's aligned with
Mantarok.
Okay.
So there is also magic that is aligned with, and Mantarok is, as it is.
So why would Mantarok help us?
Mantarok is benign. Let's say, like, I don't know how much. It's debatable how much. Oh yeah, like Mantarok is in charge of keeping the power of the other ancients at bay. So Mantarok sort of represents, in a weird way, although, it can be said to represent order. And, as far as keeping the balance. And now that it is bound, Mantarok is sort of the one...
Who's chanting?
The game.
Oh, that was such a weird sound.
Weird sounds are... Oh, yes. For example, this is a unnamed skeletal demon
binding the 30 seconds at the end of X-Men with Apocalypse.
yeah, that's a thing too. Oh man, I would have loved if there were levels in this that were Egyptian. If you could explore like a freaking Egyptian tombs, that would be so awesome. No, there's not. There are 4 locations that you'll visit in the game.
Okay. See, I would have assumed Egypt or someplace like Cambodia.
Yeah,
just based on
the thing is,
what everyone else does.
Well, there's like the mansion where Alice is, where the hub world. There's the temple that Pius was in that gets revisited.
And is that in Rome or
no,
Italy? So that Persia was.
Yeah. So that is yes.
Oh, so they can kill each other.
Yeah. Sometimes if zombies of opposite alignments are around, they will attack each other.
I seriously, he looks like post Dark Willow Warren.
It really does.
Bored now. At least he's doing some good before I kill him.
Yeah, it takes care of those the Xel'lotath zombies so that you don't have to. And here's another reroll. Yeah. So even before we came along, at some point, Mantarok was somewhat friendly to like the natives of the Southeast Asia.
Okay.
And
So Mantarok is not the skeletal demon.
No, the skeletal demon is Pius.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. He's just called skeletal demon because Ellia doesn't know Pius's name.
Right.
And notice the slight tilt of the camera. That is also an effect of having a low sanity meter.
Okay. So it's kind of like amnesia when you start to like fall down to the side or go blurry a little bit when you start to lose your sanity.
Yeah,
Stop.
It's...
Don't go near it.
That and the sounds
Star-Lord, man.
So, you are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone, Mantarok.
Oh, that's Mantarok.
How the
I didn't even notice
mighty have fallen.
Yeah, the lighting is kind of dark for this room, but yeah, if you look
come.
close you can see its eyeballs.
Slow and torturous
So many
fate
eyes.
for thee. You had best leave, young fool, or you will find yourself as food for the dead god.
I love he's just all like, you.
Oh,
Zap.
what happened? I liked her.
Mantarok worked some mojo
You
on her.
are one of the chosen many. Flesh and blood.
As this priest of
It is
Mantarok will now
now
explain to
your
us.
destiny to fight the eternal darkness. I give you a gift in return for an obligation. The gift is your life, sweet dancer. The obligation is this. You hold one of Mantarok's hearts, the essence of a corpse god. To some, it is a source of great power. From those people, you must defend it, lest they use it to destroy what little brightness your world has left in it.
Big creepy heart will
Guard it.
keep popping up.
That seems small for how big Mantarok is.
I feel like it's one of those
It shrinks
things.
depending on who holds it.
I kind of like that notion too. I was gonna say that it's only like a manifestation of something that also exists outside our reality, and so like it's just a representation. It's all magical and stuff.
She absorbed it somehow through her chest. So,
all right. If I don't actually bother. Do I show this off? I think I do. That the way is blocked. And mouths. Many mouths. Many Sarlacc mouths. So yeah, the way ahead is blocked, but now we have a staff, which we need to go back to solve what can generously be described as a puzzle. Such fantastic purple prose. This game, another thing that this game takes from Lovecraft is that it's big with the fancy word effluvial.
I love the way it describes everything.
Yeah. The flavor text in this game is really excellent.
They do that in Elder Sign as well. Yeah, you can run out of breath.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And that differs from character to character too.
Okay, so it will depend on how trained they are.
Yeah, like just on their state of health. Like she's... she doesn't have a lot of health because she's not a warrior, but she is, young and nimble and a dancer, so she has good endurance, so she can run for a while before she'll run out of breath.
Right.
The running out of breath stuff. Yeah, and notice that Xel'lotath zombies can directly hit your sanity.
Even after these.
Yeah. Because they're Xel'lotath zombies, and that's what they do.
She's super low on sanity. That's why it's tilted.
Yep, and that's why you're hearing all these lovely, creepy sound effects. And why she's, whimpering to herself.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was her, if you were hearing someone else cry.
No, that happens a lot.
Oh.
Gee, thanks!
Thanks, giant swords of death.
No, that was the squisher. That was the squishy blocks.
Excellent squisher.
And the sounds that you hear when you're low on sanity differ from... but mostly from... Yes, and once you lose sanity, it starts... Anything that would deplete your sanity starts depleting your health instead. So that's why it's, I'm not finishing off a lot of enemies in this run just because I want, to show off sanity effects like that. But I also don't want to have it affect my health. Oh no! It got up and grabbed me from behind.
Oh.
It started eating at me. But then
what were those lights?
Oh, that was, I used the healing necklace.
Oh, okay.
That was a healing spell. Yeah, you'll see a lot of that. We're next video there'll be a lot of we'll get into the spell casting stuff in the game, but for now we just have that necklace.
Think of his legends of the temple. Run! Take it to the end.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like Haunted Roots tonight, I know it. I'm gonna be walking around, everything's gonna be like angled, and I'm just gonna hear that weird chanting.
And there also you hear... Yeah. Derp. I got no excuse for this. This is just me being impatient. And, the timing's different once you're low enough on health.
Right.
You start moving slower, so... the voice you're hearing is different depending on what color spell.
Oh, it says there's a little number that says how many times you necklace.
Yeah. So, the voice that you are hearing there is... Whoop, run past. You hear the voice of each of the ancients depending when you cast spells aligned with them.
Okay.
So that
that's
was
the
Chattur'gha.
one aligned with the warring zombies. The bloody red zombies.
No, this is Mantarok, the purple one.
That necklace?
Oh, no, the necklace, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
The necklace is aligned with Chattur'gha.
Because that's health. So, are there spells to give you back more sanity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You just need the amulet thing that lets you do it?
You should have
Or you
No.
have to learn it?
Instead, you will die.
The amulet is something they give you
Where
in the
is essence of
meantime,
Mantarok?
before you learn the spellcasting stuff. Eventually, you'll be able to do it just from your mana pool.
Oh, okay.
Where is it?
And now I guess these temple guards have turned against. I'm not
Does
quite
he have a nose?
Very well.
I think he has a nose hole. I think that's
With a little Homer bone?
Yeah.
Scald
Poor Ellia.
you. Rude.
Yeah.
What is your staff made out of, too? What animal is that?
I don't know. Some kind of bone, but I don't know what.
Chapter complete.
Yup.